Hi, it's Artie from Brown Bear Herbs, and today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite smoking blends, True to You. True to You has yerba santa, California poppy, and violet leaf, and mullein for your lungs, which is in all of the blends. But yerba santa, California poppy, and violet are all great for people who have some social anxiety and or addictive tendencies. It is the blend that I recommend for people who tend to smoke while they're out drinking or in social situations or if they're doing other drugs. Also, I recommend it for people who um, have addictive personalities but may not be partaking in those addictions at the present time. So, if you were in recovery and you were craving alcohol, you could have it True to You. And you can also take it as a tea. Even if you're not somebody who participates in drug or alcohol use socially or has an addictive personality, this blend is still totally awesome. I love it. And I don't really fall into any of those categories. So it may be that I definitely think that the social anxiety thing is something that we all have to some extent. Like we could all feel a little bit more comfortable socializing. So that is definitely a nice aspect of it. I like to smoke it even with people I'm quite friendly with and have known for a very long time, and just see how we are a little bit more fluidly interacting. Everybody's a little bit more relaxed and comfortable with themselves. So I love that about True to You. I also think this is a good blend for if you're having trouble getting through the night. So whether or not you have an addiction that you're struggling with, if you're having a mental health issues where you feel like you need something outside of yourself to get through the night, or you are struggling with depression or panic issues or suicidal thoughts, this blend can be really helpful to help you realize that you have the strength needed to get through the night. So yeah, really good medicine for that. But I'm trying to think of like why I love it so much. I don't know. It just is so the yerba santa. That one has this amazing ability to like remind you of that sense of like your own greatness, not in a way that's like egotistical or something like I'm so awesome in this social situation, I'm cooler than everybody else. Not at all. It's more just like, oh, like I have it inside myself to stay true to my best intentions and to lift myself out of whatever it is that's dragging me down, whether it is an addiction or if it some like a depression, a mood issue. That's that can be that's sometimes that is self-sabotaging, and sometimes it's like life circumstances really can be hard. But whatever it is that is kind of has made you forget like how you have the capacity to rise above circumstances and emotions that are difficult and strains. Like yerba santa just has this amazing ability to do that, remind you of yourself. And that's for everybody. That is not, there are not some people that don't have that inside themselves. That is, everybody has that like amazing sense of like integrity within themselves. That's not a boring integrity. It's like really powerful strength that is in everybody. I see it. And then I love the violet leaf. It's such an understated member of this little party of herbs. It's how I think of them since they're so good for social smoking. Violet tends to be more reserved and shy. So I feel like when I smoke this blend with other people, I tend to be my more relaxed and goofy self instead of my more serious and distant self. So that's really nice for me, probably nice for other people too, because they get to see me relax a little bit. But it's really nice for me because I see how I can do that, and The people around me are not, I don't know how I would expect them to react negatively, but they tend to just react like they would anyways. So I just get to be more relaxed. And then I'm not like a particularly California poppy type of lady, but I know a lot of people who are California poppy types, and they really enjoy this blend too. Often these people are like people who love to go to shows and go the music scene, and may enjoy doing drugs, especially like drug culture, enjoying participating in drug use with other people. And the California poppy is also um, redirects you to look at the light that you shine out into the world, not just at like the lights, like the starlights that are dazzling around you. So some that can have different effects that might make them feel less like partying with other people on certain occasions, more interested in pursuing their own ways that they shine, like through their own art or music. But so whether you are having difficulties, like high stress difficulties, like emotional distress, or so, so more serious social anxiety or addiction stuff, or you're just somebody who likes to hang out with your friends, but would like and maybe like to try this with a friend, I recommend trying it. And I think one other thing that makes it really special is that a lot of times if there is drug or alcohol use in the environment, whether you I think there's a lot of options how that can play out. Like you might consume more than you want to because you're just trying to deal with your the social scene and other people's behavior, like mirroring other people's behavior. You might not be someone who partakes because of addiction history. You might be somebody who doesn't like to partake for other reasons. Or you might be just fine, like having some drinks with some friends. But whatever it is, I feel like these herbs give you a sense that what you decide to do is just fine, and that you don't really need to worry about, you no longer need to worry about like what other people are, their opinions are about your drinking or not drinking or whatever. Kind of like graduating high school vibes. I don't recommend smoking for people who are under 18, but if I was a mom and my kid came to me and said, you know what, all my kids are smoking tobacco and I want to smoke tobacco, I would say, why don't you try this True to You? I feel like it is such a perfect peer pressure smoke, and it is non-addictive. So you can have that experience with your friends, and maybe they'll even think maybe it'll even benefit the friends, and then you're not addicted, which is really, really big, because most people do start smoking tobacco in their teens, and unfortunately they smoke for quite a while after that. Yeah. So I hope you try it. I love this blend. It's really dear to my heart. And if you ever have questions about what smokes might be the best for you, which blends or which herbs, usually if people ask me a few questions or tell me a few things about themselves, then I'm happy to give them my suggestion. You can leave comments and ask things. And if you are ever in need of a one-on-one herbal consultation, then please contact me directly through brownbearherbs.com. I love doing consultations, and sometimes when we have emotional issues or anxieties or addictions that go beyond, you need a little bit more help than just like the cigarettes. Or when I do recommendations for people that are for the based on the consultations, it's not typically smoking herbs. It's usually teas or tinctures and whatever you're comfortable with. Some people don't like to have any alcohol, or some people just want the tinctures because it's a lot easier. So I just work with you. Anyway, if you like this video, please like and subscribe.